Just finished watching Supernatural Season 2, Episode 7, The Usual Suspects, for the first time. This is the episode where Sam and Dean are arrested for a double murder while on a case. And before I give the rating, just know this is my personal rating, so if you like this episode, totally fine. These are my thoughts only. I give this a 6 out of 10, and this was right on the edge of out of a 5 out of 10, because I, in particular, am not a fan of a lot of things in this episode, including interrogations, teaming up with cops, and haunted technology. But the fulfilling ending and the reveal of the killer, that bumped it up to a 6. I did love seeing the brothers come to the same conclusion independently, and Sam's hair looks so much better this season than it did last season. My favorite line was, "I'm not Scully, you're Scully!" And I did get the pea soup exorcist reference at the end. And finally, I think that the St. Louis problem will come back in the most inconvenient time. I think Ash will be the one to get Dean out of it, and maybe I'm totally wrong, but we'll see. And finally, thank you to everyone who expressed concern that the show was leaving Netflix, but don't worry, I'm in Canada, and I'm watching them all on the DVD box set anyway, so no need to worry. Just finished watching Supernatural Season 2, Episode 8, Crossroad Blues, for the first time. This is the episode in which Dean tries to make a deal with the demon to save a man by trading himself. I also learned an important lesson about not getting the episode summaries before watching the episode, because this summary didn't happen until 28 minutes into the episode, so this is a giant spoiler! But anyway, I give this one a 7 out of 10, and my favorite line was, "Maybe his place is full of babes in Princess Leia bikinis." This was the second episode that was genuinely scary for me after the Mirror Demon episode. And I am now... At first I thought this was foreshadowing that the Winchester ancestor made a similar kind of deal, but now I'm actually starting to think maybe the Winchester ancestor married or otherwise had a child with the demon, so that their line now has latent demon blood. We'll see. This episode reminds me of the Lucifer Sinnerman that makes deals, although slightly different. And I should have guessed that the writers wouldn't have Dean skip the bargaining phase of grief, which means the depression phase is still to come. That'll be fun. Just finished watching Supernatural Season 2, Episode 9, Croatoan, for the first time. This is the episode where Sam has a vision of Dean killing a young man possessed by a demon. Unfortunately, I give this one a 6 out of 10, and I feel like I'm going to disappoint a lot of people when I say that, but I also feel like so many people have told me that this episode is important to the lore. But unfortunately, to me, not knowing what's going to happen next, this episode just felt incredibly unfulfilling, and at least in my version, the scenes where the possessed people or infected people attacked were so jerky that they made me think my DVD player was skipping and made me vaguely motion sick. But anyway, my favorite line was, "That's not school, that's Schoolhouse Rock!" And I did feel like this episode had great brother moments, especially protective older brother Dean, which I absolutely love. And I recognized Donald Ressler from Blacklist, which is one of my all-time favorite comfort shows. Dean has definitely entered the depression phase of grief, and I'm sure that's only going to get worse in the next few episodes. Stupid episode had a terrible cliffhanger. I'm sure that was awful for people who watched this the first time. And I think that John told Dean that Sam is going to be targeted by the Winchester curse, so Sam is going to die soon. And finally, I will now be watching the episodes as soon as I get a player on the DVD box set. And as of today, if you're looking to pick this up, it is 22% off on Amazon as of November 23rd. Just finished watching Supernatural Season 2, Episode 10, Hunted, for the first time. This is the episode where Sam sneaks off to Indiana after Dean reveals what John said before his death. I give this one an 8 out of 10. I particularly enjoyed seeing Mr. Hunter here get his dues, because only Dean can call him Sammy, and he kept calling him that. I did recognize Ava as Ginger from Ginger Snaps, and also from American Mary. Love that actress. I think that to save Dean from Yellow Eyes, who will likely put Dean in a mortal peril situation, Sam will willingly allow himself to turn evil, like Cole in Charmed, further reinforcing Dean's guilt, turning his brother evil to save him, just like the father. And the true magic of the show is that Dean and Sam don't have tinnitus even after being near so many explosions and gunfire.